Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Rope and Ranch channel. I'm Red Lilac 78, or as most of you guys know me is Red. I am the creator of ropeandranch.com, which is an online web game where you can breed and train horses, goats, cattle, and poultry. And soon we will be adding multiple different species into the game, and we would love to see you there. On top of that, I love doing streams here where I play Sims, Minecraft, Star Stable, and lots of others. So thank you again for visiting my channel, and let's jump into the video for the day. Hello and good day to everybody. Welcome back. We are starting out part 5 of our series of running through Petz Horse Club, which is a game that originally came out on the Wii and on PC console back in 2008. It is the second game in the series. The first game was Petz Horses 2, and it followed Lily on an adventure. And now we are following Lily on her second adventure, which is to save these Mustangs that are having issues with fertility in the wild. We are going to start out by aging up our foal, which I tried to do in part 4. And then we ended up with the black screen for no reason. Don't know why. But that's what happened. And so we're gonna go ahead and grow up little Coffee here. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to see Coffee because I really liked Coffee when I bred her.
What were you off rolling in again?
Luckily, these are very fast and quick little mini games. I originally, and you'll have heard me say this 5 times by now if you have watched all of the parts, but I recorded this originally emulated on the Wii, and this was the worst thing in the world because I literally had to sit here shaking the Wii remote while trying to brush these horses, and it was absolutely awful. It was the worst thing I could ever encounter. So we have Coffee now in our pasture. Little baby Coffee is all grown up. If she would stop moving, that would be great. Okay, we're gonna probably have to take her out. Oh wait, no. No, I don't want to groom her. I want to ride her. And we're going to have to go meet Liam in the forest, so we'll take her with us, and then I can do a side profile of her, because when you try to approach them in that pasture, for some reason, they just run from you or walk away from you, kind of like my horses do when they don't want to be caught. It's a fun time. So we're going to... There's a good side profile of her. But we're going to go meet Liam in the forest. Apparently he has something to show / tell / do. I don't know. That was about the most information I got. Up. Oh, we barely hit that, Coffee. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Look, she's got a little spot on her eye and everything. I like it. Up. Up. The horse neighs every time I use this little boost. So we're going to the deciduous forest. They had to have a zone name for all of them. Up. Today on my agenda is to finish up all of these parts for the series of the video. I'm finishing coding a page today and then going live with you guys, and then I also have to get my wedding invites put together. here's Liam. You can go ahead and get off, and I can show you her side profile. I gotta turn around, hold on. Okay. So there's Coffee. She's very cute. I hate how, like, the camera can't, like, turn as I'm walking. I have to, like, do this. And then she's cute on this side, too. I like her. I like her a lot. Okay, Liam, what do you have to say? Can you help me? Sure. Pick all the mushrooms. Okay? I'm going to pick the mushrooms. Got it. So, turn around. Come on. Turn around. This game is one of those games that's very quiet, other than, like, just, you know, the sounds of the chirping of the birds and the small, like, music here and there, and it drives me insane to have quiet, especially, like, when my AC is off right now, and all I can hear is Toast, which is my bunny, chewing his, little snacks in the background, and just, the quiet gives me so much anxiety. And I don't know how I got that as a problem. Like, that was never an issue growing up. Actually, maybe it was. Maybe this is trauma time. Maybe I did have an issue with quiet. But if you're the kind of person that enjoys quiet, then you would enjoy this game. And there, the mushroom over there. Hi there, friend. Coffee kind of looks like that stallion right there, too. Just a different pattern. I get really excited about all the different things that, like, the babies can look like. And what they actually have given us. That's it. We can go home now, especially because it's about to be dark. Let's hope that tomorrow's a happier day. Today was a sad day because horses, I think, died. I think today is still the day of the horse that passed away. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. There we go. I was still too close to Liam's vicinity to be going slow or going fast or something. I don't know. Oh gosh, that's a tree. Okay. So this game came out in 2008. I think that if Star Stable had come out with graphics like this, I would have been more inclined to start Star Stable back, you know, in the day. But they didn't, and they started with the monsters that they had. And I as a kid who had been doing games like this growing up, I couldn't stand that. I was like, these horses look terrible. So yeah, which direction am I supposed to be going? Okay, it is this direction. The arrow just doesn't know how to point correctly. This one is literally the farthest point. And I like how he calls me all the way out there to collect mushrooms and then go home. As if he couldn't have just collected those mushrooms himself. But of course, games have to have that kind of fun thing, don't they? Developers were like, dude, we need to add in like 15 minutes more of time. Let's send them to Zone 5 to go and collect mushrooms. That's brilliant. Oh yeah, bro, let's do that. That was literally the decision that went down. Okay.
Oh.
The Legends Cup is tomorrow.
Hey.
So we have to go tomorrow and actually win. And then Carla says she spends time alone before a competition. And Lily's like, wow, she's actually like being nice. That's so nice of her. So today is the big day. It's the Mustangs have no chance without you. I wasn't stressed before you reminded me of that, of course.
Hey.
So then Carla says she's coming with us so that she can hand off the trophy if we win to her dad so that we can successfully get the cure for the mares on the range. And we're going to take Rajda. And no, I don't need to change anything. And I don't need the minigame explained. Aw, Toast is inside of his little bed, and he's being so cute. And on the Wii game, this mini game of getting them into the trailer doesn't exist. It's literally just, hey, tell Liam you're ready to leave.
Thanks for being so patient.
And there was no warm-up rounds, which is the next thing that it's going to tell me to do is a warm-up round. Yep, see, and I didn't have warm-up rounds on the Wii game. So that's a good amount of time that was not even part of the game.
Up.
I also think it's funny that in their main game, like their first game, they had Canter, and they don't have Canter in this one.
Up. Up.
All the way back down to walk. Turn.
Up.
Back up to jump. Now we're galloping, and then that is our warm-up. It's easier when you know what's coming next. Ooh, neck pop. Ooh, nice neck pop. Okay. So here we are at the Legends Cup.
Here we are finally at the one and only Legends Cup. 5 years we've been waiting for it. Yes, indeed, this race is a rare occurrence and brings together the finest riders in the world. Of them all, only one will be crowned champion. Only one will get to climb the podium and raise high the famous Legends Cup. And now it's time for the action.
You know, like all of, yeah. It's an interesting concept of music.
We're going to start right away with a little cross country to get the riders warmed up. Let's see what the champions are made of.
Here we go. We got this, Rajda. Which, for some reason, our horse Altai got sick. And since Altai was sick, we had to use horses or Mustangs from the range. Which is hilarious, considering that the Mustangs on the range literally have never been ridden before, and I'm competing in a very, very high prestige competition. But I won't, I won't overanalyze anything.
You can see how determined that young rider is.
I also think that if they wanted it to be a little bit more realistic, that I would have had to care for the horse potentially, or even do warm-up rounds where I was practicing with the horses that I was going to be competing with. That way it made it a little bit more realistic that I was about to compete in a very prestigious event on this animal that has never been ridden in its entire life. Because there was a lot of concepts from the first game that they didn't have. Like, they had breaking in, so when you had a new horse, you had to break them in and, like, care for them. They had lunging in the first game. They had training in the first game, where you had to train the horse to do certain things. And I think if they had combined all of that into the second game, they would have had a lot more content. And I think that kids really like more content.
This competition's show jumping course is particularly difficult. We can expect a great spectacle.
The first game took me about 10 hours to complete, or 10 45-minute videos. We are now on our part 5 of this video, and we're already participating in this Legends Cup. So I assume the game is getting very close to being ended, and yet here we are still. You know, we still don't have as much content.
On the horse and rider relationship.
They also restrict how much speed they have on these events compared to the others. The other events I can go much faster, and this one it restricts how fast I can go.
Another jump completed. Go on, Lily.
Oh, that's gonna hit a block. That's also gonna hit a block. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Up. That's the last one. I hit 2, so
A stunning victory that
I don't
brings
think
us
that's
on
gonna
to
be
the
a
next
first place.
event.
Oh my gosh, it was. Okay. Next and last is the steeplechase.
The final event. The gap between all the riders is tiny. It's hard to know who's going to win this famous cup.
Up. 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 Up.
Lily is being acclaimed by the crowd.
Up. Up. Up.
And finish line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this wonderful Legends Cup, and it is Lily who is in first place. Many congratulations to our new champion.
You've won the Legends Cup. A new horse is available on the plains. Okay, so I'm gonna write that.
Lily will have happy memories of this Legends Cup for the next 5 years, and the Federation can be proud of the example she has set for young trainers. For her methods have been handed down to her by Grant, a man who championed respect for and trust in horses. It was a real pleasure to see Lily drawing on this tradition.
So we'll go look on the plains. Back at the ranch. I won. Carla will be back soon. I gave her the cup. Congratulations. Well done. You're a great rider. Everything is the hands of that. And then, Liam, did you keep looking for the plant? I didn't find anything. I almost forgot. Altai is much better. Wow, ironically. We're gonna go groom Altai now because he's finally feeling better. Oh, look, he's sleeping. Oh, poor little baby little Altai. We have to do all of the grooming things. Ugh. Okay, we'll do it.
What were you off rolling in again?
Altai's blue eyes. I'm curious.
You look wonderful.
On who in the development of this, of Ubisoft, has a horse named Altai. That they have used this name on literally all of their video games is Altai. And Altai looks like this on all of the games.
What were you off rolling in again?
So it makes me curious, because you don't just come up with a name normally. Like, normally there's a sentimental reason. You gotta get the butt.
You'll be lovely and clean.
You gotta get the butt. My mouse is running out of room. But again, this was a full workout on the Wii. Like, hated my life, wanted to cry. Laughing hysterically in pain.
It'll soon be over.
Ta-da! And then hoofs, which is, I think, the easiest.
I know you don't like that very much.
This one's my favorite minigame. God, I got it. Oh my gosh, come here. Someone just sent me a picture of bunnies.
Your hooves are all dirty.
My coworker's like, here's a picture of a bunny. I said, it's a lion's mane. It actually might be an Angora, now that I'm looking at it. I can't tell.
Sarah's been in her laboratory now for hours. She said she wouldn't be long.
Don't worry, Lily. She'll be back from the lab soon. Her experiments will tell us whether Rude Van Guinness's remedy will function on mares.
Don't you worry at all. I'm sure it will work fine. My father would never ever lie to me. I'm afraid that he did, Carla. The remedy that he gave us doesn't work. That's just not possible! I'm sorry. My father wouldn't lie to me. It's not possible. Not to me. I am his daughter. I'm very sorry.
Hey,
We're gonna have to go to Carla on Altai. No, I'll go to Carla on Altai. I was thinking about something, but we're gonna do this first. We're gonna ride Altai.
Up.
And the Plains is number 2 over here on my left. That's the new horse I have to apparently work with. But, like, that's also funny because, like, how does that play into the story? What, they just dropped off another horse into the plains? Because it's not like they can say it was born because it wasn't born. But we'll have to go take a look at that one.
Hup.
Hup. Oof. That little curb right there always kind of curb stops me to the left. Right. Yes. Whee! There we go. I made him pay.
Uh-huh.
My father, he lied to me. What did you do? I called and told them about the secret lab. I told them about all the cheating and all of the stuff over the last few years. And now it's official. The Van Guinness stable is permanently banned from all competitions. And it's been stripped of all of its trophies. And then she says, I'd prefer to be like this to compete instead. Blah, 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 blah. And that she's learned and she's understand the horse of stuff. Shyama tamed me, and yada yada yada. And then he's been standing here acting weird.
Hey, calm down.
I think he's being attracted by something.
Yes, he's been acting weird for a while now.
A filly! But that mare has just had a foal.
I also think it's funny that she says
Lily,
that mare
what
had
are
a
you
foal,
doing?
but he
Are you
obviously has a
crazy?
dingling.
Lily!
Okay.
Carla? Carla! Carla!
Yes,
Carla, there's a healthy family here. We need to move them quickly. Is it possible that that plant...
That's a stallion. And now we're back over, so we've re-jumped again, I guess. And look, she's pregnant again. See, and the first time I read this, it was funny because I totally thought that, I'm supposed to go back to the ranch on Altai. I totally was like, that's funny. How is she pregnant again with no stallion over there? But the second time I saw that clip, that's definitely a stallion because they have been very prominent in adding in the danglangs to the stallions. So I guess, you know, that's just part of it. I don't know. Whee! No! Can we learn how to go in a straight line? My friend just texted me and goes, I'm finally available to play the New Star Stable update. Can we call? And I said, right after I finish this video. And she goes, okay. I'm still finishing my coffee. Let's go. Should we go to zone 2 while we're at it? No, we'll just go home. We'll go home and figure out what's going on. Whee! Now I understand. I understand what happens. The mares couldn't get access to their natural cure, so they continued being affected by the Black Clover.
What?
It's because of the landslide. Let's say you eat 2 times of food. One is bad for you and one that's very good. The 2 cancel each other out and you don't get sick. Now imagine that you can't get to the good food, so you keep eating the bad one, so you get sick. The Mustangs have had no access to this plant ever since the landslide, except Shyama's partner, who's been stuck where it grows. See, but again, it's funny because they're talking about Shyama's partner, and Shyama is a stallion. And they're saying she's pregnant, but the horse that we saw on the other side was a stallion. So
I hope that your theory is right, Liam.
I hope so too, Lily.
It really works. This plant, it reverses the mare's infertility. Are you sure? Yes, it will take a little while before the mares are completely cured, but they will definitely get better.
Yeah, super! They're all saved, Lily. We did it! Lily, you okay?
She's like, would you stop?
I thought we'd never manage it.
Everything's fine now. We did it. They've all been saved.
By the way, Lily, I'm coming to live with you for a while.
What?
Well, I spoke to your uncle about it, and he said yes.
Dylan? No, I don't believe you.
I won't have to be under my father's influence. Besides, after what I did to the Van Guinness stables, he'd make my life a total nightmare.
Are you having me on?
No.
No way.
But my bags are fully packed. I just have to go back with you.
We're full up.
I think that it's funny. Are you having me on? That must have been like are you pulling
Carla's
my
coming to
leg?
live with me? I don't know, but I have to admit that it's thanks to her that we managed to save the Mustangs. If she hadn't succeeded in taming Shyama, we never would have found the plant that saved them in the end. Now that we have solved the mystery surrounding the Mustangs, it's time for me to leave the reserve. But I'm so happy. Happy that we could help the Mustangs, happy that Carla changed her tune. Quite simply, so happy.
So I think it's funny that they say that she's leaving the reserve. And then we have the credits roll, which I had to let the full credits roll last time. Like, I could not skip the credits on the Wii. Oh, hitting Alt did it. Alt. Wait, no it didn't. That was the Windows key. Okay, so we're gonna sit here for a second. Let these credits roll, because I can't do anything to get around them, of course. And I can do some coding for half a second. Cows get sick for many reasons. Come on, all the way through. So, how's your day? You guys can totally skip this. I'll definitely show you where to skip. Hope you're having an amazing day, you know? Yeah. An amazing day. Totally. Yep. Such a good day. Yep. I can't do anything to pass this stupid by. Which is so stupid. Do 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 do. Goodness. Do 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 do. Chew. Chew. Come on. Nothing? Hello? Was that it? Did I get it? Ha ha! Okay, I don't know if I got it or it just was the end. The next day, the mares on the reserve have been cured of their sterility. Is that a word? You can now choose to breed them if you want, but first you must gain all their trust. Okay, so this will allow me to retake events of that one event that I missed. This is the bonus mode. I kind of want to play this. Kind of want to play the bonus mode and see what it is. Collect as many bonuses as possible. A blue bonus is worth 150 points. I don't think this is part of like the gameplay, but it was here. I don't know if I win something for doing it. Got all of the bonuses. Okay. I've won a gold cup. Okay. You've set a new record. And I get the hoof pick. And the next event is unlocked. Okay. That makes sense. Let me do one more. See, I think that making this could have totally been required in the storyline for training. Like, compete in the mode 1 in order to, you know, train the horse. And we wouldn't have been able to ride Altai at that point in time because Altai was down, so we would have had to use one of the stallions. Like, that totally would have worked. Why didn't they do that? And just call them training points. They had the content. Oh gosh, this is another 2 minutes long. Ugh. I say 2 minutes like it's so long, but in reality it's not. Just I totally missed that. I'm gonna jump that one. And another jump with this one. This literally could have been content. The game developer in me is saying, what the heck? was supposed to get that one. It's okay.
Up. Up.
Yes, there's multiple paths of this whole little arena here.
Up.
And if you miss them, you miss them. Now we have to go back and get this other one that's back here. Oh, I can use my boost. I wasn't even thinking of that. Okay. So new record, I get a saddle. Okay. Interesting. So I'll probably play through those not on a video, or I might do it on a video if we have another part, because I am thinking of potentially adding in another part. That was the events. Okay. That's tacking. And then I want to go ahead and do a breeding since we now have everybody. And maybe we can see who we're missing as well. So, out of the stallions, we need a stallion in zone 4. And then from the reserve, we got both of the ones. A mare in 3. Or a mare in 2, sorry. A mare in 2, mare in 4, and that's it. So, but my question is it showed me a 6th stallion. Remember? Can I not breed this 6th stallion that we see? Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do Rajda. And let's see some of the mares from the plateau. So that's gonna give us the same base. Oh, that's a cool color, whatever that color is. That's the same base. That's the same base as, what was our first horse's name? Hazel. We'll do, what about Willie? There's that little darker color again. There's that darker color again. There's a gray. Let's do the gray. Yes. What are our options with our grays? We get like a white. Okay. Dazzling white, gray, and silver. Let's do a silver. We can either do just like that, dark on the bottom, socks, a little of the nose. Let's do socks. And then, oh, these are different mane options too. Let's do the darkest mane. And I'm going to do the blue eyes on this guy. And confirm. Do you like the horse's coat? Yes. It didn't tell me what it was. It didn't tell me what it was, a male or a female. Or at least I didn't read it through. Let's call it gray. Let's just call it Gray. Because I don't know if it was a girl or a boy. Gray is gonna love it here. It looks like it's a boy. Information? It's a boy. Okay. We're gonna go... We've got a few more minutes of this. Actually, we don't have a few more minutes. So technically we have completed the game. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take care of Gray as part of this video, and then I will go ahead and do a part 6 to this video where we tame the rest of the horses, and maybe we just do a little bit of breeding here and there, maybe complete the rest of the mini games. So of course, if you want to come join back, you can, but I am gonna probably just be playing randomly. I think that's gonna be just up to you on if you guys want to watch the next part or not. Ow, that just really hurt my hand. No, I don't want to know how to groom my horse again. So we're gonna groom
It's time to
Gray.
brush you. It'll soon be over.
I'm curious if the stallion that we unlock or any of these horses that I've missed are Appaloosas. Because I'm almost positive that the horse that's in the pasture Caramel or Carmel is an Appaloosa. And so I'm wondering
It's time
if
to
they added
brush
that
you.
in. Or if that was just by happen chance, they were like, yeah, bro, let's add in an Appaloosa.
You
but
look
totally,
wonderful.
Like, tease them on it and not add in an Appaloosa elsewhere. So, we'll see. And then we're gonna do a wash.
What were you off rolling in again?
I get that they only had a certain amount of like baby bases that they could use. Like this is obviously, you know, a brown-eyed
You'll be lovely and
gray
clean.
horse as comparison to the blue eye that I picked. I get that they only had a certain amount of baby bases, but I think it's fun that you can kind of select what they look like because of that. Otherwise, they probably would have just done like an RNG, a random number
It'll soon
generator
be
on what
over.
you get. But we will go ahead and conclude this video. So thank you guys for watching with me. If you are still here, drop that subscription, drop that follow, check out our other socials on Instagram and on TikTok. And I will be back for a part 6 of this video if you guys want to hang on out. So y'all have a great day, afternoon, evening, morning, breakfast, afternoon, lunch, dinner, everything in between. And bye!